What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table, Rob and Melly are going to be playing Everdell, and not the collector's edition that I could only find a good box art image for. We're just playing a regular retail Everdell, no expansions. We're playing a two-player. I previously have done a solo playthrough on the channel. If you're interested in that, you can go check it out. But yeah, welcome to Rob's Gaming Table. I see we got Shajat showing up here at 1 a.m. his local time. Yeah. His priorities in order, watching us instead of sleeping. Take care of yourself, man. No, I'm just joking. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, if you're watching this later on YouTube and you want to watch it live in the future, or watch us live in the future, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss when we go live. Thank you to our Patreon backers for supporting the channel. We appreciate it, helping fund the games we play on the channel and helping us make decisions on what we play, what we purchase, that kind of stuff. Thanks for helping the channel grow. You guys are awesome. We got a goal that was achieved last week. That we reached our goal to unlock top 10 games of all time, which I just posted on the channel today, which was available ad-free and early for Patreon backers since last week, but it just got posted today. And thank you for everyone who's backed us to help us reach that goal. Our next goal is to try to get some gaming chairs on the channel, so if you'd like to help the channel grow and help our butts feel better as we do long live streams, like the 7th Continent I've been playing lately, and I'm sure that This War Is Mine playthrough we're going to do on Sunday will probably be long. We'll see. But yeah, if you want to help us reach those goals, head on over to patreon.com/Rob's Gaming Table. The links are down below for all this stuff I'm blabbing on about. But anyways, so let's get down to the table here, where we got some Everdell set up the best way I could with the giant 3D tree on the table to try to catch everything, still be close to the table. We are going to do our the tableaus we build in front of ourselves. Instead of doing 5 wide and 3 deep, we're going to do 5 deep and only 3 wide for our tableaus. We'll try it that way, see how that works. Hopefully we can read our cards when they're that far away. We'll find out. Oh yeah, tomorrow's a holiday. It's a long weekend. Yeah, for most people, I'm sure. So yeah, it's kind of like a weekend night here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so we don't have to worry about ending too early, but I think we're only going to play 1 game tonight though, but I don't know how long it'll take, to be honest. We'll see. Depends how much how long I take explaining stuff.
And chatting we do.
But yeah, chat. Oh, it's a live stream. I'm gonna chat all I want. It's all fun and games. It's all good. If you want pre-recorded Everdell playthroughs, search it on YouTube. You'll find tons, I'm sure. If you want to watch people live, that's what I do here lately. It seems to be the thing over the last few months. So trying to be a little different. So I figured, yeah, there's playthroughs of a lot of these games already. But if you want to come and hang out and play along or ask questions or just general chat, like let's use the tools that are available and have some fun with that. That's how I look at it. All right. Oh, he's gonna hit the bed pretty soon. Munchop, I'm not late today, so you can start on time. Oh, nice. Okay. All right, let's get to it. Adam, hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Derek's here. Hi, all.
Hi, Derek.
Edgar, tomorrow's a holiday? Yeah, it is.
Yes,
for us, it's like Good Friday. Yeah, Good Friday.
Holiday before Easter.
Yeah. Easter is like a religious holiday. I am not religious by any means, so it's like whatever. But
we'll take the holiday.
Yeah, I'll take the day off. Things closed, sure. Wait, everything's kind of closed already. This is weird.
But I don't have to work now, so that's good.
You don't have to work. So we are playing tomorrow because it's a holiday. At noon Eastern, we are going to be starting Aeon's End, New Age, cracking it open. Like literally, I've only opened the box once. I haven't taken any of the cards out, obviously. We're going to do the whole expedition campaign mode live and crack it open. Yeah, holiday till April 30th. Yes, lockdown.
Or longer.
Yeah, it could be longer. They keep extending that here. They keep saying like only till this time and then extensions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see.
So this is Everdell for those that don't know. It's kind of a worker placement, tableau building, hand management, kind of resource management game. Engine building involved in it, that kind of stuff. It's a little mix of all that. It's a lot of goodness. Also known as Board Gaming Day. Yes.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yes.
We will be playing board games.
We're going to be board gaming all weekend for sure.
Yep.
We got streams already scheduled. So go to youtube.com/Rob's Gaming Table. You can set reminders for any of the streams you're interested in. I even scheduled one for next week already. But yeah, still deciding what I'm going to play next week in the day though. Either 7th Continent, might play some Terraforming Mars. We'll see. All right. Rob, during this time of social distancing, have you thought about doing a game on Tabletop Simulator for a fans' day to play a game with you and Mel?
Oh.
Derek, somebody actually asked me,
interesting.
we have a Discord where producer level Patreon tier supporters of the channel, we chat in there. There's a few of us so far. We just started it last week, I think. But yeah, somebody asked me in there to do the same thing. They wanted to teach me Tabletop Simulator because I've never really dabbled in it. I think I purchased it one time when it was on sale, but maybe I didn't. I'd have to check my Steam library. But just fiddling, it's tough. My thoughts on Tabletop Simulator in the past have always been it's just like a physics engine to play these kind of games, right? You have to know the rules. It just gives you the bits and allows you to play with people remotely. I'm all for that. I think that's great. But I come from a background in like computer engineering, so and a video gamer since like almost birth. And now with phones and tablets in my hand all the time, I'm on the computer editing anything. I'm always hooked up to a computer or a phone or whatever, playing around with technology. So the whole modern board gaming hobby, when I found out about it and got into it 8 years ago or more, the reason why it appealed to me so much is because it broke away from everything being online and connected to your phone and just messaging people all the time. I actually got the friends around the table, physically tactile, feel all the bits, play with the beautiful games, touch cards and all that stuff, kind of rewind things back and disconnect from technology, which I kind of have joined those together now, doing a YouTube channel with the board games is kind of going against that a little bit. But I'm trying to spread the hobby, spread the love, and show off some games, get some people into it, But Tabletop Simulator kind of goes against that even more, where I'll be hunched over on a computer with a mouse and keyboard, playing around in a game. If I can avoid that, I will. So that's my stance on that. But we could. It's just like very fiddly for me. But I would have to learn it. I'm sure it's not that hard. I could figure it out. But that's my stance really on Tabletop Simulator. But now with all this lockdown and can't really go out, we can't even play with our other friends that I take for granted.
Yeah.
The reason why I don't play all these online platforms is because I just can have friends come over and play almost any time, or I have an awesome wife who will play with me almost anything I throw at her. Even a daughter who will play with me now a lot of games. So I kind of don't need to do that, but I totally see the appeal. It's just that's I don't know. I might change my stance on it the more I'm locked down and can't get out, but.
I do think it would be cool though to interact more with the fans and like the people that watch you every day.
Yeah, the one I want to do, Derek, we talked about before, is do like a kind of like a zero latency stream where I drop the quality and try to get like zero lag on it, where the chat is almost instant with like no delay, and then we pick a game or something and then let the chat like control the character or the something, make decisions or something, let them just run a portion of the game, or like I don't know what exactly to do. We've talked about trying to do it with Too Many Bones, where like maybe I do a poll ahead of time where they vote on the gear lock they get to play, and then we just literally Mel and I play with like a third player, but it's the chat at the table and they all make decisions. I need to do, I know Twitch has a way you can do like live voting by clicking on the screen to like pick things. I need to find a way to do like more live polling or something, rather than just the chat all like spamming in what they want. Like I know Twitch has a lot of those tools where you can do like, hashtag this or hashtag that, and it'll quickly tally votes in like a plugin and stuff. I just don't know about on YouTube to do that kind of stuff. I have to find a solution. But that's something we've like talked about in the past. We talked about it on streams before too, about wanting to do it.
Yeah, we do try when we're playing games to let you guys make decisions, but I know it's not the same as fully playing a character from start to finish.
Plus, there's like a 10 to 15 second delay right now too, so it'd be like very hard when we're like, okay, let's what die do you want to pick for upgrading Picket or whatever, and it's like,
yeah.
Oh, there's our answer, first answer. I'd rather it be like, all right, let's we'll start upgrading, but here's the two options we're thinking of. You guys vote while we do our upgrading or whatever. Some way to make it smooth so it doesn't take like 12
Unless
hours.
we did a poll, like suggesting there's poll sites that are good. So if we had a poll site that's linked in the chat so that everybody could be doing it on the side, and we have it like on one of our phones or something.
Like I know you can do poll sites where you can like I can quickly make a poll on the computer and share a link. But it's like, then again, how like that might be kind of slow. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it would take very long.
Or we just do the basic, like you guys say in the chat, and we kind of count the answers.
Yeah, that's
like the best.
The low tech version's been working so far.
Yeah.
But we got to figure it out. We'll find out a way to do something like that where you like prepare like a week in advance and kind of hype it up. Like make some decisions ahead of time where people just vote on it, and then we'll find out a time when to do it too. We'll get people voting on which time we do it at, so that maybe we hit some better time zones like that really want to be involved in that versus others, or wherever our viewers are mainly located, that kind of thing. See, but yeah, just some thoughts.
Yep.
Just some thoughts. But
we definitely want to integrate some of that stuff
yeah,
for sure.
yeah, but yeah. But you never know. Like, who knows? Maybe out of next week, I'm like, now I know Tabletop Simulator, and I'm like, all right, let's do this up. Let's get it going. I can stream that, no problem. That's like easy for me to figure that out. But it's just the Tabletop Simulator and like getting everyone connected together, then doing all the voice chat together, making sure that's coming through the video feed and stuff. Clean Sweeps here.
Hello.
How's it going? All right, let's get to some Everdell. Love this little game. Super fun. Still having a great time with the base game. Taught Mel today. Mel just learned literally today on lunch hour. Be gentle.
I got it, though. I wasn't that terrible.
Yeah, I know. You weren't. Not at all. So, yeah. Just learned today. So, I may be explaining things to her, which is great because it's only our second time putting it on the channel. So, those who are like, what is this silly tree game with squirrels and turtles in it that Rob's playing? The guy who loves playing games with fantasy stuff and swords and arrows and spells, killing people and stuff. Or trying to survive in a building and not get killed on your way out looking for food. That kind of stuff. But yeah, this is more... I just love engine building. I love worker placement. And this game has it. And I love beautiful productions. I love quality components. And this game is pretty good in that respect. And it's a very unique look and a very unique mashup of those mechanisms that are in this game, which I like. So the setup we need to do still, let's get some forest locations down. If anyone needs any explanations, we're playing live. Ask questions in the chat by all means. I'll try to answer them. But if you're watching this later on YouTube, and I'm not going to go through my usual spiel of how the whole game works, unless people start asking lots of questions and I need to. There are how to play videos. There's like a 10-minute one I showed Mel earlier online by Knights Around a Table, fellow Canadian YouTuber. I don't know if I linked that below in this video in the description, but I should have. Yes, I did. There's a how to play Everdell link in the description. I actually did my job properly here. So if you're watching this there on YouTube and you're like, oh, he's not going to explain it, go down, watch that for 10 minutes, then come back. But while you're watching this live, I'll explain stuff as we go too. But I know a lot of people play this game's been out since like 2018. So I know a lot of you guys probably already played it or played it with somebody or played it at a convention, that kind of thing, or have it yourself, obviously. And hello, Buell, how's it going? I was trying to watch this on my TV, but the quality sucked. On your TV, Buell.
We have to do the settings.
Yes, I've noticed on my Android box lately, my NVIDIA Shield, it's been the YouTube app in Android specifically hasn't been kicking the quality up. So you actually have to go into the, while the video's playing, along the bottom left, click on the settings, the three dots or whatever. Then you'll see an HQ button. Click that, and it'll present you the whole 1080p, 720p, all that stuff. Sometimes you have to pick 1080p to force it into that quality. I've noticed lately it's having me watching other people's content too. Has anyone played the base game with all the expansions? Clean Sweep just said this board game is amazing with expansions added. Literally right before you said that.
That's so funny.
I haven't played it with anything but what I have in front of me here. I've always wanted to play this game. I watched it played at a convention the year it was coming out, or they were showing it off before Kickstarter or whatever, and I was like, I want in.
What does the expansions add?
Pearl Brook, the first expansion, adds some kind of sideboard with new card spots. I believe it adds the whole I think they're kind of Grande Meeple kind of stuff from Viticulture.
Okay, yeah.
You can only put those certain workers on those spots to get cards and stuff. There's little glass pearls that have been added in. That's all I know. I haven't researched. And there's two that are arriving to people just from Kickstarter. There's two expansions that I noticed a lot of people are receiving.
Is one expansion another character? So you can
I
play
don't
more
know.
people?
I'm not sure with the two newest expansions at all. I'm so late to the party on this game.
That's okay.
We can look into it if we keep playing it and it keeps coming off the shelf. I'll definitely add expansions. If it goes on the shelf after a little while and never comes back off, then I just don't care about expansions. So here's our forest locations. These are going to be better than the basic locations we put across here. So we got the 3 berries one, and they're pulled from this deck. So every time you play, these are different. And in a 2-player game, we're going to get 3 of these locations. And we're not going to use this right spot because it's reserved for a 4-player only. And we're not allowed to have more than 3 people in our house right now. I'm just kidding. All right. 2 cards you can draw when you go here. and grab any one resource. That's what that symbol is. And what do we get? Discard any amount of cards, then draw 2 for every 1 card you discarded.
Interesting.
Those are our 3 forest locations this game. Completely different every game. Much different than the game Mel and I played earlier today.
I was just going to say that.
Plenty in the base game here. I love it. It's just retail copy, not the whole Kickstarter one with the extra stuff, the collector's edition. All right. Next is our special events that we're going to stick up on top of the tree. Just under our other workers, which we'll earn later. All right. First one we get. Chip Sweep and Clock Tower. If we can get them together in your tableau you're building. So Chip Sweep is a critter. A Clock Tower is a construction. Basically a character in a building. A well-run city. When achieved, so when you slap a worker on this, if you have those 2 in your city, so you need these requirements met. When achieved, bring back one of your deployed workers. I like that one.
Yeah,
it's neat if you time it correctly. The next one is you need the teacher in university. Graduation of scholars. When achieved, you may place up to 3 critters from your hand beneath this event. Then at the end of the game, you get 2 victory points for each critter beneath this event. So you need the teacher and the university.
And then critters to put underneath it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we get the cemetery and the shepherd. If you get those 2 together, remembering the fallen. Then you at the end of the game, you'll get 3 victory points for each buried worker in your cemetery. So get a cemetery, bury some workers there, and you'll get 3 victory points for each.
Okay.
You can only bury 1 in the cemetery because there's only 1 spot to put a worker, and he's stuck there for the whole game. But if you have the Undertaker critter in your city, it unlocks a second worker placement spot where you can slap a second one. So this could be worth 6 points if you have the cemetery, the shepherd, and the Undertaker, and lock 2 workers down for the rest of the game on it. So you probably wouldn't want to do that till the end. Then we got Monastery and Wanderer. Path of the Pilgrims. 3 victory points for each worker in your monastery. Okay. Similar thing. It has 2 spots on it. I forget how to unlock the other one. I forget who's involved. But when you see the monastery, that's the only time you'll ever care about this card. And then you'll kind of understand what it's talking about. Putting workers in your monastery. Similar to the cemetery, I understand.
Okay.
So that's that. Now, from the deck, we're going to put out the meadow. Pay attention to those cards. So much going on, you might forget.
Yeah.
To be honest, I've won many plays of this, never even reading those after the setup. For the first couple times I played, I forgot those were even up there after a while because there's so many choices down here. You could just focus on the basic events, which I find if you get those points, those are usually easier to grab. And if you're grabbing those before your opponents, sometimes they're get you 3 victory points versus all the trouble and the inefficiencies you have to put in your city to grab these. So sometimes these are a trap. These are cool if you work towards them, if it's working with your strategy, but I am totally against thinking your whole strategy has to be matching up to these. If you can, though, if you just happen to get a bunch of them going, you get 2 or 3 of these off there, yeah, that's great if you get them all working, but don't try to weave your strategy because there are games where you will see one and not the other. You will see 3 of one and never the other. It's just, in a 2-player game especially, you will not get through the whole deck, I find. You only get through like half of it. And some of the cards that are, some of the prerequisite cards that are on here are like 2 in the whole deck. 3 in the whole deck maybe. 4, you know, like sometimes you're just not going to see them. And remember, you got your opponent who also sees the cards and sometimes grabs them from the meadow first or sometimes just discards them and you have no idea if they're still in the deck and you're waiting for them. Therefore, you're playing inefficient probably when they could be sitting in the discard pile face down from like 20 minutes ago and they're like 20 cards deep. You'll never get them.
That's true.
That's my argument to that clean sweep. But yes, pay attention to those. If you can get one of those off, they're usually decent victory points, especially if you just have the cards work out for you.
Yeah.
Grab them before your opponent grabs them because some of these, yes, they're chunky victory points. And like you saw today, you can see scores from in the 40s. You can see scores up into the 60s. I don't know if I've ever scored above 70 playing this. I'm not a pro at it by any means. I haven't played it that many times. I've only had it for a little bit. But yeah, that's I would say like I had one time playing with Chelsea. I did focus, try to get every single one of these just for fun in a game.
Yeah.
And you can if you're like digging, if you purposely take cards and build cards that are like grab the top 7, look for this, or grab the top 3, or just dump your hand and then keep drawing and like draw as much as you can. Get the one that's like give cards to your opponent, dump cards, and then draw up to your hand size. You can dig. You can dig for stuff in this game if you see the cards that help you dig.
Okay.
And hello, Janet.
Hi, Janet.
School's out for Easter break. I can catch all live streams for a week. Yay.
Yay. That's awesome.
That's great. All right, so let's fill up our tableau here, our meadow of cards. So we get the dungeon, we get the lookout. So the dungeon, a unique construction, may not be used with any other card playing ability. When playing a construction, so after this is built, when playing a construction or a critter, you may place a critter from your city. So you have to have a critter already in your city first.
Okay.
Beneath this to decrease the cost of that construction or other critter you played by 3. So you put a cheap critter down or somebody you already gained an advantage off of, you throw this down, then you build a future expensive construction or critter, and you can take that first critter you played, put it underneath it to do a reduction of 3, which also clears the spot from your city. So this card's a little more on the think ahead, plan ahead kind of thing. Then we got the lookout, which is one of those ones that gives you a worker placement spot in your own city, copy any basic or forest location. Very handy, especially when other workers are taking up the spots you want. The monastery, there it is, the one I was asking about. So for this one, monastery and wanderer. So monastery, worker stays here permanently, so similar to the cemetery. You can only put one there. You have to get the monk in your city to unlock the second worker placement space. And when you put a worker here, nobody else can go here because it doesn't have the open thing. You give 2 of any resource to opponent and gain 4 victory points for the end of the game. So great way near the end of the game to be like, I have a whole bunch of resources. They don't really care about any, they don't count for anything except for like second level tiebreaker. Pop it there, give your opponent the resources. Boom, 4 victory points, close out the game kind of thing.
Okay.
Then we got the wood carver. He loves the storehouse. He could come into play for free if you have the storehouse in your city. You may pay up to 3 twigs to gain 1 victory point each. What else we got here? We got the farm. Just gain a berry when you play it. Also when you trigger it from your spring and autumn. What am I doing? Shuffle it up in a sec. The chapel, another unique construction. Wow, we're getting all these showing up this game, the red ones. So if you can get all 3 of these built and grab this grand tour little basic event quick, that can be a thing for some points. So this, you slap a worker down here. No one else can go there because it doesn't have the open sign. Place 1 victory point on this chapel. Then draw 2 cards for each victory point on this chapel. So the more you use it throughout the game, the bit more powerful it gets. And then sometimes, we didn't get it this game. Nope, we got it last game we played.
Oh, yeah.
One of them was the chapel, and it gave you victory points for each amount of little victory point tokens you have on there. Because I don't believe the victory points that are on here count for the end of the game, but I could be wrong. Maybe they do. That I'm not sure. That's another one I'm not sure. Does anyone know in the chat when you put victory points on cards like this, or there's that other blue one I had earlier that you put victory points on it and they like do stuff? Do you count these victory point tokens at the end of the game, or are they only used as like counters? I would assume you count them because it just says add up the ones you have, but I don't know. That's something I never really saw. But okay, then we got the queen. Ooh, the queen is here. Super expensive. She's a hungry lady. She likes 5 berries. 5 berries this queen likes, unless you have the palace. She's a unique critter. She's a worker placement on herself. So you play a card worth of up to 3 victory points for free, and she's worth 4 herself. She's only in the deck twice. That's the little 2. There's a little like 2 markers there that shows you how many copies of her in the deck. Don't remember, sorry. You count them? Okay, thanks, Mutton Chop. I thought so, but I wasn't sure. I just never had that really come up. I usually have the one that you have put 3 on at the beginning of the game, and then you like throw them away each time you pass seasons, and I like never have any left on at the end. But this one I've never really played before. At least I haven't seen that, I think. But then we have the farm, another farm, 2 farms. All right. So I'll just do a little shuffle of this top deck here since I accidentally flipped it over. All right. You're going first, so I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you take 5 cards. That's your hand.
Thank you.
No problemo. All right. Take a look around. Look at the options. Look what's in hand. Look what's in the meadow. Remember, like I told you, you don't have to play cards from your hand.
Yeah.
You could hold them and use them for resources to dump for getting resources on this base. You can, I don't know, dump them for effects, I guess. Give them to your opponent to do other effects. Who knows? So many different things that could come up in a game and come up and don't come up in other games. It's crazy. That's why I like this game. Oh, there's one right here. You can dump cards to draw cards if you wanted. So look at something that'll help you early in the first season. Remember, the first season you only have 2 workers, right? So you don't get much done. But you could use a worker to dump like a bunch of cards in your hand. But you could also dump some and draw. You could dump like 4 cards, then drop to like your hand size, or 3 cards maybe and drop to your hand size, right? And then you can dump some here to get the resources you want to get 1 going for your strategy. And remember, when you pass into spring, it triggers off all those green production locations and critters. They fire off too, not only when you play them, but also twice later in the game. So the earlier you play those, the better. But you don't need to. I've played a whole strategy where I never built a production just to see how it worked out. There's still other ways to get points. It's just like any other kind of like engine building game. Is there's multiple paths to victory, or you can do a little bit of everything.
Okay. I think I'm going to start. Do you want them laid down? Is that easier?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. That's why I laid them down here to remind us to do that, because I always forget. No problem, Edgar. Thanks a lot. I know it's late.
Take 2 of those.
Imagine the meadow as an extension of your hand. Exactly worded.
Exactly.
Button Shop. Exactly worded. It's hard. Like I've taught this game to my daughter and now Mel. That's all. And I guess on the solo play, I kind of did a whole run through of it. But it's a hard thing I noticed for like that concept. Takes a minute. It even took me like my first game. I didn't click in that these are like literally you pay for them and they just go into play. So there's this whole game of like try to stop your opponent from getting their strategy going. If you like really know the game well, you can kind of figure out like, oh, that's good for my strategy, and I know they have this. I want to get that, you know. Mm-hmm. Or I saw you take the queen earlier. The palace comes up. Oh, yoink! I'm grabbing that palace because I know you have the queen and you could build it and blah 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 and get it into play. Take your time, no rush.
Oh, I'm done. Sorry,
you're done?
yeah.
What'd you do?
I
wasn't paying attention, obviously.
That's okay.
I was just trying to fill time while I was waiting, not trying to rush you.
No, sorry.
Okay. So, I'm going to go here. I'm going to try this one out. So I will... I'll keep 3 cards. And I will pitch 3 cards. And I'll use this to draw 5 more cards.
Okay.
Because that's the only what I can draw up to my hand limit. Because there's a hard hand limit of 8 in this. I'm just going to dig for other things. I love the art in this game. So good. All right, that's me. She's using the Jedi mind trick on me.
Okay, I'm going to go here and take 3 twigs.
Okay. All right. I'll go to the Haven. I'll discard 4 cards from hand. I'll take a Pebble. And I will take another Pebble.
Okay, you're good?
Yep.
I will pay 2 wood and a resin. That's what that is, right?
Twig and a resin, yeah.
2 twigs.
Twigs and a resin.
For a farm.
Beauty. Start it down at the bottom, actually, and we'll build up.
Down and go up?
Yeah, like almost near the bottom of the screen, actually. Yeah. No, even look. Right there.
Got it. Okay.
And that way, like, we kind of have a border, then we can just work up.
Okay.
Should fit. Okay. Whoops, we need to refill. Refill on the meadow, please.
Sorry.
Refill on the meadow. We get the cemetery. Ooh, look at all these, man. Look at them, all the red ones all coming out here.
That's so different than what we played earlier
that's why I say
today.
every time you play, it's like totally different stuff comes up, and you just have to work with what appears. That's why I say, like, sometimes don't focus on these completely, because sometimes things won't come up. So once you see stuff, though, if you have it, like, grab it if you want to go that route.
Yeah.
Cemetery and a shepherd. Did I already throw away 3 shepherds? Who knows? Who knows? Ooh. All right. Let's see here. What else we got? Monastery. Yeah, monastery's 1. Cemetery's 1. University, not there. Yet. And clock tower. Clock tower is the one I was thinking of from before with the victory point tokens on it. 3 of them.
Oh.
It's a great one to see.
I haven't seen that one yet. At all.
This one I played in the game where I put victory point tokens on it, and then at the start of seasons, you throw it away to, like,
get
then I something. I forget.
And I do remember that.
All right. I'll play a crane for 1 pebble. Go ahead.
I will play a husband.
You playing me, fool?
Is it both ways? They can both go on top of each other, or only?
Oh, the best is to play the wife first. Because this triggers off when playing. But then again, if you get the wife later, when you trigger the greens off the changing of seasons, you then get to trigger this as long as you have the requirements.
Right, but can she go on top of him as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, but you just his
make sure
right now
it
fails.
I know.
But you can play him for free.
Yeah, is what I'm doing.
By occupying your farm.
Yes, that is what I'm doing. Okay.
Mel should get a berry for the farm. Did you not?
I did not. You're right. I did not. Thank you.
Keep an eye on her, guys. Like I said, she just learned the game today at lunch.
Thank you.
And then worked all afternoon, so it smells like first, second game ever.
Thank you.
So I'll try to pay attention too, but yeah, keep an eye on her. She also cheats and pretends like she doesn't know what she's doing. No, I'm just kidding. We got video evidence. All right.
No, sometimes I just get it halfway through the game.
I know. I'm just joking. All right. Yeah, you'd be like, whoops, I haven't been getting berries for like the whole game. I'll take all the farm berries here for every season. So I'm going to play the courthouse.
Okay.
Which I will, when playing a construction with the crane, you may discard the crane from your city to play that construction for 3 fewer resources. So it would normally cost a twig, a resin, and 2 pebbles, but I will save 3 here and just use a single pebble. And that goes away. And now I have a courthouse. Go ahead.
Okay. Think. Sorry, just looking. I think I'm going to advance to the next season. I think. Yes. I am.
Okay. So you're heading on into spring.
Yep.
So you get your extra worker, you collect all your workers back, you trigger off your
just
greens.
a berry.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I will also I will also head into, I'll head into the next season. So grab my workers back, grab my new one, and I have no greens to trigger off. Here we go.
Okay. I'm going to take a pebble. Were you going to take a pebble?
Nope. I'll draw 2 cards. I'll take any one resource. And that one resource will be... let's go with a resin.
So what I'm seeing is that Mel won already, right?
Pretty much. Yes.
No,
yes,
I don't
pretty
think
much.
So. I feel like
You don't know. Like, you could. I may be holding out for things I never see. Things might not work out. You might take things I want. I might be doing things in the wrong order. I'm trying something completely different. Totally different strategy than I've tried before.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually I go for some greens early, so then it hits off in the season, spring. Or if I have that one that I had today, the clock tower, slam that down at least. So then I can, each season, spend a victory point to get whatever the bonus was off that. Like, yeah. I try to get something early that starts the engine going, which this could, because every time I play construction, I gain a twig, a resin, and a pebble.
Or.
Oh, sorry, a twig or a resin or a pebble. Oh, I played that wrong before.
Oh.
Yep.
That's okay.
Whoops.
All right. I'm going for... I'm going for 2 twigs and a card. Sorry, knocked a twig out. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Who cheats now?
Yeah, I know. Let's go here, get 3 berries.
Okay. I'm going to spend 2 twigs, a resin, and a pebble for the chapel. So I can place...
Maybe do like a row down here
sure.
first,
3s.
just to establish the...
Sure.
We'll go up like that.
Okay, so I place 1 victory point on this chapel, right? That happens... Oh, no, I have to do that when I go there. Okay, sorry. Yep. Sorry.
No worries.
Okay, that's me then.
The resin refinery, who the chip sweep likes to hang out at.
Okay.
All right, I will spend 2 berries to play the shopkeep. And he has gain a berry after you play a critter.
Okay, I'm going to play the shepherd for free because of my chapel. And when he comes into play, right, I gain 3 berries. And then
those guys
1.
are a one-time effect. They just and then you never worry about them again.
So gain 3 berries. But he came in for free, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
3 berries for free. I'll take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Roger, thank you for subscribing.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Welcome.
Okay. Let's go grab 3 twigs.
Is it wrong that I want to spend my 5 berries on the queen? Just because?
It's 4 victory points.
I know, but I'm like, it's probably not a smart idea. But I don't know. I'm definitely not playing a palace anytime soon to get her in for free. Then you have to go there, play a card worth up to 3 for free. Yep, I'm going to pay 5 berries for the queen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The wood carver.
Okay. Oh, same one.
I'm going to... I'll play a farm. And this farm will pay 2 twigs and a resin.
One shop says, if you play a critter in hand... if you have a critter in your hand that you get for free because you played the matching card, you play it right after you play the matching card. Is that right, or do you play it the next turn? We've been playing it the next turn.
I think you're only allowed to play a card as like an action of playing a card. I didn't know it triggers off of each other. That's something I've never... Nobody said anything on my last stream I did about that. But we can figure it out. find it. Play a card. You may play, in bold, one card. To play a card, you must play the listed requirements to the general supply. Cards may be played from either meadow cards or from your hand. And you gotta have the requirements. So you'll be playing these cards in front of you to form your city. There are two types of cards in this game: critters or constructions. You may have multiple copies of a common card in your city, but you may only have one specific unique card. Oh, right here. You may pay the required cost in berries to play the critter card, or if the construction listed in the top left of your critter card is already in your city, you may play the critter card without paying its cost in berries. Important. When playing a critter for free by using the related construction, place an occupied token on the construction. You may only do this once per construction. No, you can't play two cards on a turn. You would only play one card, and instead of paying berries, you're going to get it for free if the card is already in your city.
Yeah, because that's the requirement.
Yeah, and nowhere it says you play one card, or you could play two if you have the requirement. Yeah, it's separate on a separate turn, because that's part of the fun of the game is seeing someone play a construction, and then you can steal the character out of the meadow before they grab it and play it.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's part of the game, is keeping an eye on your opponent's city. Mutton Chop, do you have like a link or somewhere I can look for that? I have the FAQ up here too, the official FAQ. I can look in there. Oh, maybe it's not official. There is an official one, isn't there? Let's see. Requirements. Yeah,
No,
I don't see it. No, not in there. Yeah, like, I don't know.
Okay. I think we're doing it correctly.
Yeah, just why would they bold one card? Maybe in an older printing it wasn't as obvious? Because this is like the PDF from their website, right? I don't know. Don't forget to flip a new card. Yeah, we're just trying to figure out a rule to make sure we've been playing the game correctly or not. I want to make sure we know before we go forward. I just need to see it like officially said that you can do that.
Well, based on what that says, but unless, like you said, if it's an older rule book or something. Oh, he says a lot of the playthroughs he's watched has done it that way, so he just assumed.
Ooh. Yeah, maybe it was just worded in the original rulebook that way. Forum on BGG. Yeah, I'm Googling it right now, trying to find out. If you guys can Google too, and maybe if anyone knows. Maybe they're playing solo?
Why is that? Oh, because then, yeah, you
But then, no, the other guy would still, after you play a card, you roll a die for the other guy, and he gets to get a card, so you wouldn't get to do it exactly back-to-back like that.
It looks like the same thing, just...
I know, I was just trying to see if it was different. Yeah, I just reread the rules today, and I didn't see anything about that. No, I don't see it. I don't see that, even that question asked at all. I don't know.
Yeah, the other people might have been playing it wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe.
Or maybe that's an older thing that like people are just doing. I don't know.
Yeah, Mark says you only play one card. Yeah, I think they're
Yeah,
in
it's just
agreement
one
with
card
us.
on
Yeah.
a turn. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Okay, no worries, no worries. Okay. No worries, no worries. All right, I don't know whose turn it was. Or...
So last thing I did was I took the queen, which...
Oh, and I just filled up... Nope, I filled
yeah,
up
so
this
did you
after
take
doing
something?
the farm.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And then I didn't gain
Yep.
the berry, I think. I didn't do that yet.
Nope.
And then gain one of something else when I play a construction. I think that's something else is going to be a pebble.
And just one quick question. When I place a card, or a worker, excuse me, on one of my unique constructions,
Yep.
I get it back the next season as long as it doesn't say it's stuck here for the whole game, right?
It's not there forever. It'll stay on the card, yeah. No worries, Mutton Chop, no worries.
No,
I
thank
said
you.
to ask questions. If any rules questions come up, like, we don't always play everything 100% correctly, and I like when people call it out if they're not sure, because I have seen it where people just misunderstand a rule and they play for years with the same players.
Oh my gosh, imagine
No,
playing
it
it all
happens.
wrong.
I had someone come in for, what was it? I was just playing something recently. Oh, Seventh Continent this week. I had a player come in and said they played for a long time. They played so many hours, and they were like, "Oh, I never knew you could attach items in a column without matching traits." Because it says in the book, it talks all about, like, if you attach two items together that have the same trait, you increase the durability on them. But it doesn't. It's not obvious in the book that you can just attach any item. It's only if the trait matches bump up the durability.
Oh, I see.
So he just like, man, I've been playing that wrong for like years.
Oh, wow.
Like, he had no idea.
Wow.
I was like, yep, this is the thing. Sometimes that's why I watch playthroughs of other people. Sometimes when I'm learning a game, just to see, like, how are they doing it. But then I always go to their comments and I see, like, you'll see people calling them out usually, like, oh, this was wrong or you did that wrong, and we just learn from our mistakes. Yeah, not playing it wrong. Home variant.
Exactly.
I like that. Exactly. That's a better way to say it. But you could play a game however you want. I just try to play it, like, as correctly as possible. So call us out if you see something that's weird or have a question or you just want to know more about the game. We're fine to answer. We're fine to look up rules. We're fine to challenge things. It's all good.
Yeah. We might misinterpret something too.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Especially during lockdown when, like, we can't have other people come over and ask questions. It's just us reading the rule books and bouncing ideas off each other.
Yep. Okay, I am going to place my worker on the queen so I can play a card worth 3
From here also.
Or lower. Yeah, nothing.
Up to 3 victory points on it.
Nothing really good in there. But I think I'm just going to play the fairgrounds.
Oh, just the fairgrounds, yeah.
And drawing 2 cards. I have 3, so I'm good.
Yeah, Mel's rocking me, by the way, guys. She's rocking me. I don't know what I do.
You think?
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
I was just messing. But you do have, like, a good little thing going on.
Okay. So far, I guess.
We'll see. All right. I am going to play outside of my city, the Wanderer, who does not take up a space in my city. I'll play him for 2 berries, but my shopkeeper, he says he gains a berry after I play a critter.
I like that card.
And I draw 3 cards off of the Wanderer. Just coming by with a card delivery for me. Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Okay.
Probably should have made the lookout first, so he would have been free. But I'm a noob, so I totally missed that.
Okay, I think I am going to advance to the next season.
Already? Yeah, let's clean those workers off the board.
Let me just get one of these up here.
And now you get to
And
draw
I get to
2
draw
meadow
2
cards. 2 meadow cards
1,
from
2,
here.
3, 4, 5. Okay.
Get some of that junk out of there so I can see some good stuff.
I'll take the refinery. I already have a farm. I don't know if I want another one. I guess I'll take... I'll take the... I'll take a wood carver.
Okay, I will refill
1,
the meadow
2,
for
3,
you.
4, 5, 6,
Here come the judge. Clock tower.
Interesting.
All right.
Okay.
So, for the sake of grabbing cards that I don't want to lose, I could still play stuff. But the problem is, I see 2 cards that I want just literally came out because I have the courthouse, so the judge can be played for free.
And the clock tower, I bet.
The clock tower, there was something. That's early. The clock tower kind of sucks right now, but it was for something. Oh, clock tower's for this, but the chip sweep needs to be a thing. So I'm just gonna end my season.
Okay. Already?
Oh, well, no, it's way later than you did.
It's one turn.
Way later. So I'll draw those 2. I could have just played the judge into play first. And then
Yeah.
probably would have been better just to keep my turn going. I'm definitely not doing this efficient by any means. But I'm just going to have fun poking around, trying different things here. Post office. And a resin refinery. Go ahead.
Okay. I am going to... I am going to go to the Haven. So for every 2, I get something.
Yeah, for every 2 cards you pitch, you get any resource you want out of these 4. Are you playing post office, LOL? Why is he saying that?
Post offices or something that we're missing?
Probably.
I don't know. All right, so I'm discarding 4 cards so I can get 2 things. I will take...
Oh, it's an old game. Yeah.
Oh.
I literally thought you were talking about this.
I'll take
Joke.
a pebble.
Right over our heads.
And I will take a berry. I just discarded 4 cards to get 2 things.
I would place a judge. This judge comes in free because of the courthouse. I will put an occupied token to show that. I gain a berry after playing a critter thanks to my shopkeeper. And that is that.
Okay. I will take 2 resin.
I will play a historian for 2 berries. But when I play this historian, I get a berry back from my other critter. And that is that. Oh, yeah. Dum, dum, dum.
I will play a mine. So cost a pebble, a tree branch, and a resin. And then I gain a pebble. Okay.
I really don't know. Let's go. I'll draw 2 cards and gain a resin.
Okay. Oh, I don't have a very efficient engine going.
Yeah. In this game, sometimes the engines don't come together. You just put something down, then you see another card come, and you're like, damn, it would have been good to have that going together. I'm trying to get something going here, but
yeah.
Then you start building, you're like, think you got an engine going, then you look down, you're like, your whole thing's full. And you're like, oh.
If you play a construction card and it's matching critters in the meadow, do you collect the matching critter after you play the construction card during the same action?
If you play a construction card, if you play a construction card and it's matching critters in the meadow, do you collect the matching critter after you play the construction card during the same action? No. I haven't seen that rule either, Mutton Chop. Where are you getting these rules from, man? I don't think so. Not what I read.
No, you'd have to play it the next turn, right?
We'll find out right now. Let's we can read the little paragraph on playing constructions. The rule book's not too bad. It's like pretty good. All right. So here we go. We read this part already. Playing one card. Cards may be played from either the meadow or from your hand. Okay. You'll be playing them in front of you as a city. You got critters, you got constructions. You may have multiples of commons, but only one if it's unique in your city. Then over here it talks about you may pay the required cost in berries to play a critter card, or if the construction card that's for that. If playing a critter occupied token. Okay. So right here actually it says when paying for a critter, place an occupied token. You may only do this once per construction. Okay. Your city has maximum. Yeah, it didn't really talk about construction cards there. It just says constructions and shows this example. Then it has critters, shows this example. Talks about critters, making them cheaper with previous constructions. Then it goes into how your city goes. Have it this many spaces. Talks about what the different symbols are on each card. Then drawing cards having a strict hand limit. If a meadow card is played, immediately replace it with a new card from the draw pile. If an ability allows players to draw cards from the meadow, draw all cards first, then replenish. If the deck runs out, make a new deck. And then prepare for a season. That's literally all it has in here about like playing a card on your turn. There's no other fluff that happens. There's no draw card. There's no grab anything from the meadow. There's no play a second card from hand. And that's it. Then it's like end the game. Here's your scoring.
Yeah, so it'd have to be a separate action.
Yeah, it would have a paragraph about that for sure. And then there's solo rules. Like, there's no special rules in the back other than solo rules. And then it goes into, here's how the cards work. So if you have any question about a specific card, but none of these really say that you also get to do that. Yeah, you play only one card on a turn. It's very, very clear in the main part because it's bolded, right? So.
Okay, okay.
Oh, you're just asking. No, just asking. He says, my thoughts is if you play the farm and the wife or husband is in the meadow, then your opponent can scoop up the wife or husband. That's part of the game.
That's part of it, yep.
That is part of the game. The screw your opponent over is a huge part of it. So that's why you, in passing the season, you'll draw stuff from the meadow. But sometimes you just got to play a card, and it's up to your opponent. If they want to waste a turn trying to play it out of there into their city, you just hope it doesn't work out to them. I haven't played this game with more than two players.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this in a 4-player game, but I'm pretty sure that'd be super crazy where it's like, as soon as someone slaps down a farm, they're like, they have a farm in hand, they're like, nope, I'm grabbing that wife. I'm playing a wife first. But then again, you're not getting the bonuses, right?
Yeah.
So if I am the first person to put down a farm, and there's a wife in the meadow, let's say, right?
Yep.
You don't have a farm yet. So you're going to now pay full price for that wife just to deny me that card. Maybe is not the best strategy, but it is something that can happen.
Now we're fighting for wives because I only have a husband.
Oh, that's...
And you have neither on your board.
Oh, that's too bad. Oh,
so...
that's too bad. Oh. I assume there's 4 wives in the game if my memory's correct. So
the husband could see one.
4 of them also.
4. So
there's like
I
8
assume
farms.
there's matching
right.
pair.
Is it my turn?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't know.
Well, I didn't see that guy now. Would you just play him?
Yeah, I did play that last.
I don't think I've done anything in a bit. You also played... You've gone before me. You have more workers out by 2. No, 1 extra. And you also have built that recently since
yeah.
So I think
I think
need
it is
to go.
you. I think it is you.
Pretty sure.
Now we are fighting for wives because I only have a husband, Mel 2020.
Hey, we do what we want here, all right? We live our life how we want to live our life in our home. You can have as many wives and husbands as you want. And Mel does what she wants, all right? I'm not going to fight it.
Is that going to be Mel's sister wife? LOL. No, thank you. One husband is enough.
Oh, man. All right. Okay. I'm going to build the post office from here.
Good.
I'm going to do it with a twig, a resin, and get this. Where is it? The judge. Sure. When you play a critter or construction, you may replace one of the resources with any other resource. I will use a berry instead of a pebble.
Oh, look at you.
Efficient. Whoops.
Yep.
So the post office is here. You can come and use my post office if you want.
No, thanks.
You can give an opponent 2 cards and discard any number of cards and drop to your hand limit, but it just gives me a victory point.
No, thank you.
Sure?
You're good. So
oh, yeah. Fill the meadow. Yeah.
Refill that with another clock tower.
Yeah.
You must have taken the other one?
Yeah, but then I didn't play it first before playing the historian. And there's only 1 season left, so it's like, yeah, it lets you trigger like 1 space that you have a worker already, but it's like for 1 turn. It's okay, I guess. But it's 0 points at the end of the game. I totally messed that up.
All right, I'm going to play an innkeeper for 1 berry. When playing a critter, I may discard this innkeeper from my city to decrease the cost by 3 berries.
Okay, I will play a postal pigeon off my post office for free. When he enters play, I reveal 2 cards. Do I reveal 2 from the deck or from my hand? Oh, postal pigeon.
Oh, we can look it up in the book.
Right here. I mean, I guess I can look it up in the PDF too. Yeah. So, cool little, in the back of the book here, which I just had on the screen. But I don't want to keep scrolling through that over and over again. Postal pigeon. When played, reveal 2 cards from the deck. You may immediately play one of these worth up to 3 points for free. Discard the other.
Oh, I hope they're big, juicy ones that you can't play.
Or smaller ones that I don't get much efficiency. I was trying to do it to play one out of hand, then I realized I look at the card, I'm like, wait, it doesn't say where from, but I think whenever it shows that symbol of a card, it's always from the deck. 1, 2. Oh,
can't afford the doctor.
4. So we're just going to play, you may play 1.
Oh.
Well, I mean, 3 berries and a point for every chapel card. Yeah, whatever. I'll just play this annoying guy for the berries.
And then discard that one.
The other.
And then Mark says you did not get the resource from your courthouse after the post office.
Oh, yes, that's right. So that will just be resin, I guess. And, I forgot after the postal pigeon to take a berry from my shopkeeper also.
Yep.
Also, my historian, I didn't get a card from this, or now this. My bad.
That's okay.
I'm too busy looking up rules. But, let me check my hand, though. I can only take 2 of these. We'll just say up to 8. So hard limit of 8 in hand anyway. And then 3 berries off this guy, and I don't have any chapel effects. And then I think another berry from the shepherd. From this guy. And I'm maxed out on cards, so that wouldn't matter. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to take the Harvest Festival event. Does that come back at the end of the season? This guy?
Your guy, yeah. Your worker will come back, when you change to next seasons, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. I'll put the wife down using my farm. And now I will draw a card. And then I will gain a berry for playing a critter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep.
I'm going to go here and take 2 twigs and a card. Go ahead. Clean Sweep says, keep an eye on him.
I know. I'm getting distracted.
How do you have all those resources over there, my friend?
Yeah. Let's, Oh yeah, let's try this way. I'll play the Ruins, which is a courthouse trigger of gaining. Let's go with a pebble and a card draw. But I will destroy a construction from your city, gain resources equal to that construction's cost, and draw 2 cards. But I won't be able to draw 2 cards. Let's just destroy this farm. So it's destroyed. I get 2 twigs and a resin. I'll just throw this down here actually. And go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
There's nothing super efficient that I can do.
Dump to draw. Look for pieces you're looking for. That's the perfect card to like help you just filter. You can also just like draw and get victory points. You can draw and get resin.
Yeah,
you can go here again. Oh, you don't have any workers, right?
No. I have stuff that I can do. There's not really anything efficient, and I'm just debating if I end my season or if there's anything that I should do before I end my season. Okay, I think that would be 2. And that. Still don't have a wife. That's annoying. All right. Going to pay.
You mean a husband? Oh, you have a husband.
I have a husband. I don't have a wife. You have the wife. No husband.
I have a wife and no husband?
Okay, I'm taking another farm.
Oh, let's see what we got here.
And get him
Come
buried.
on, husband. Oh, it's a husband.
Oh, serenity now.
Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, well, in that case... I don't have a farm anymore. I destroyed it.
Ah, yes,
So
but...
I wouldn't get that bonus.
Oh, I guess you could just pay for it straight up.
Yeah, but then I don't get this bonus. I'm just getting it for like 2 victory points. That's fine. I have time. So I will play a farm. For 2 twig. And I'll actually use the judge to play a berry for the resin.
Okay.
I will gain a berry for playing the farm off of itself. I will gain a card off of the historian.
Okay.
And I will gain a pebble off the courthouse.
Sounds good. Okay. I am going to go to the next season. I'm advancing. Taking all these guys back. And that. And these guys up here. Okay. Go ahead.
She doesn't need another husband. Don't give her ideas.
Husband.
All right. I will play the husband using the requirement of this farm.
Oh, sorry. I get to trigger all my stuff.
Oh, yeah. Trigger all your greens.
This is important. Okay,
Yes,
so
yes,
I
very
gain
important.
one pebble. I gain a berry. That's not... I get to draw 2 cards, which I need. I get another berry from my other farm. The husband does nothing. He's lazy. Just kidding. Just kidding. And that's all.
Good?
Go
All
ahead.
right. Now I will play the husband. Oops, he can go where the wife is, right?
Yep.
Okay. And hold on, there's stuff that happens here. Let me check.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can't draw. But for him, I gain 1 resource. If paired with the wife, you have at least 1 farm in my city. I do. And the resource I will take is a twig. Then the historian won't draw me a card. Shopkeeper will gain me a berry because it's a critter. And that is that.
Okay. Can we do that one? Oh, we got Phil. Yeah.
The bard.
Oh, not it.
Who likes the
You just
theater.
got up to 5 to gain. Oh, okay. Let's do this one. Going for 2 twigs and looking for a wife. Come on. Okay.
Okay, I will. Let's go get 3 twigs.
Okay, it's going to be my turn, but Muncho has a question. Have you heard anything about Gen Con?
No, but I did see the email today come through about Origins being delayed till October, which is crazy. But I remember Gen Con's like a month and a half after Origins, so I'd expect they have probably a month and a half before they would care to make a decision. So we'll see. They'll probably want to hold out as much as possible because I'm sure they there's like deposits and crazy stuff and like a lot of work and craziness and money to be lost if they have to cancel it or delay it or whatever. So
Yeah, I can see them only canceling that if they absolutely have to.
they'll just push it back to a lot of bigger conventions have been doing that. I've seen is either canceling or just saying we're going to do it later in the year or earlier in the next year or something. But I don't know.
Interesting.
No, I haven't heard anything about Gen Con. We have a hotel booked for Gen Con. That's all I know. Booked it a long time ago.
Yep.
So that may have to be canceled. We'll see.
Okay, so I'm going to play a twig barge for 1 wood and 1 pebble. It's going to gain me 2 twigs back. Okay. With all the discards at the beginning of the game, he could have discarded a wife. He could have.
Threw away 2 wives? I don't even want 1. Why would I want 2?
It's you.
Alright.
I'm going to find her before I finish here.
Yeah. Alright. I'm going to play a palace. And I'm going to spend 2 twigs. I'll spend a berry instead of 1 of the resin, thanks to the judge. And I will spend 3 pebbles. Okay. And I got a bunch of stuff to pay attention to. Make sure I trigger here. All right. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can draw a card. I can also get a resin off the courthouse. And I think that's it. And that gives me 1 victory point for each unique construction in my city. I have 1, 2, that is all.
Purple cards. I haven't really seen many of those. Okay, it is me. I am going to go for this one, gaining 2 resin.
You good? I will play a queen using the palace.
Jeepers.
And that will get me another card draw. That will get me a berry. And I think that is all off the critters. Yeah.
That's for that. Oh, this is so silly. This is so silly. Oh, actually, I'm going to play the crane. When playing a when playing a construction, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah. You may discard the crane from your city to play the construction for 3 fewer anything.
Did you pay for that crane?
Yes, I did with 1 pebble.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Let's see here. I'm going to... What do I have here? Do I have any of these things? Chip sweep and clock tower. I don't know. Don't think so. Teacher in university. Okay. Cemetery and shepherd. Cemetery is there. And monastery and wanderer. Oh, I have the wanderer. Okay. Let me play a monastery. No, let me actually... Let me play a teacher for 2 berries. I'll get 1 back. I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just draw a card. Whatever, I'll do the effect off that, I guess. The draw 2, keep 1. Look at this draw together. Castle and the king.
Wow.
So which one do I want to keep? Which one do I want to give you? You can have... Yeah, these are nice to see early because then you can plan around them. I have no problem putting a king into play. Castle. Common constructions. 1, 2, 3. I don't think I want you to have the castle. Or the king. Here. You have the castle.
Thanks.
I'll take the king. 1, 2.
All right.
Okay, so that was this guy, critter. So I got the berry. I can't draw cards. That is good.
Okay, well, this changes everything. I'm going to go here for 1 resin and a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Go on the queen. I'll play university for free off of her ability. And that will get me a... let's take a pebble off the courthouse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll draw off the historian. Go ahead.
I'm going to play construction, so I will discard the crane, so I can lower the cost by 3 of anything.
Oh yeah, I forgot
So I'll
about
play
that.
the castle.
Shouldn't give you the castle.
So I will pay 2 wood, 3 resin, and I will not pay the 3 pebbles. I'll use my crane. Okay. Go ahead.
Let's play this monastery. I'll pay the... I'll use a berry instead of a pebble. thanks to my judge. I don't draw because my hand's full. From the courthouse, I'll take a resin. And I think that is that. Okay.
And then we refill. An innkeeper. Okay. Let's do... What am I trying to do here?
Oh. Got one spot. No, you have more spots. You have a whole other row left.
Yep. I got 4 spots left. Let's do... Oh, I don't know. I think I'm just going to spend 2 berries to play a peddler. I may pay any 2 and exchange them for any other 2.
You may pay up to 2 of any resource to gain equal amount of any resource.
No.
You want to trade these twig and a berry for like a resin and a pebble or 2 resin or something? It's your chance. It's your chance.
Put 3 more things into play here. Oh, and I keep doing that out of order. That's so stupid of me. All right. I don't know. No, that's fine. Rob, does one of your cards say it doesn't add to your city count?
Yeah, the Wanderer.
Yep, he's like off to the side.
Yeah, does not take up a place in your city. He just wanders from town to town, kind of stays in a little motel down the road. Yeah, he doesn't come in the city. Comes in for like dinner and stuff, but then he leaves.
All right, it's you.
I'll go to the university to discard a critter or construction from your city. Gain resources equal to that card's cost. And then gain any 1 resource and 1 victory point token. I'll get rid of the post office. I think. Or no. Post office can stay. 1, 2. Yeah, I'll get rid of the ruins. And I don't get back any cost because it was no cost.
Okay.
But I can take any 1 resource. And that resource will be... What would it be? What am I going to put in there? I don't know. Let's do a berry. And that was just the worker placement. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go on my chapel. Place 1 victory point here. And then draw 2 cards for each coin on it. So I get to draw 2.
Good.
Go ahead, yep.
I'll play a king for 6 berries. And I'll get 1 berry back for the
Critter.
shop creeper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll draw a card off the historian.
I think you're definitely going to kill me here. Wow.
We'll see. I don't know about that.
Wow. Okay.
Am I locking you out of locations?
Nope.
Oh, I'm trying.
No, but
I take my sweet time, so I like that strategy of like just covering up some of them and then just sitting there and the opponent's like, get off the damn spot.
Oh, no.
Pass to the next season so I can put a worker on there.
No. But I just literally drew this, and then you freed up that spot, and I was like, please don't play
I was like,
anything,
you're going to get me on that.
because I could play it for free, too.
But this, I was kind of thinking you might. When I had that open, I was going to wait.
You only opened it for one, like I didn't even have a turn.
But I have this that I could use in the next, when I pass the next season, I can still plop this down and then destroy that out of there. So I have protection. I was thinking of that too. I'm like, I know you're going to try to screw me with the Fool. I did the Fool on her earlier today just to show her what it was. I don't normally ever play that card, but it was funny just to do it to her once to show her.
Well, I was going to play it for free, so that would have been
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, that's even better.
Okay, I'm going to place this worker on the queen to play the university for free.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Free.
Exact same thing I did.
Yeah.
You're destroying a thing out of your town. Yeah, you see, you got it too.
And then I can put something there and discard a critter or construction from the city and gain the resources. Okay.
Yeah, you have to place your last worker there to do that.
Yep.
But you can get all the resources back. You get an additional resource, and you get a victory point token, which I totally forgot to take when I did it to mine. But I got the extra resource. I just forgot to do the victory point. All right, I will. Let's think. Well, I think I have to pass. I don't think I have anything I can do. I have nowhere to play cards right now. I have no workers left. So I will pass the next season. I'll take these 2 workers. I will get all my other ones back because I don't think those were until the end of the game. Nope. Okay. This guy comes back. Then some green action here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't draw any from here. I gain a berry from my farm. The husband will give me 1 because I have a farm and he's paired with another wife. He'll give me a resource. I will take, I don't know, let's take a pebble, I guess. Okay. And then, is that the only other green? Yeah, that's the only other green I got.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to, when playing a critter, you may discard this innkeeper from your city to decrease the cost by 3 berries.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually just going to put this in just because it's 1 more point than this guy.
And now you may.
And now I may pay 3.
You can pay this 1 twig to turn it into a victory point token.
No.
The general store where the shopkeeper loves to live or work, I guess. Okay. So I'm going to grab this one, I think. The Teacher University, Graduation of Scholars. Let me check my hand for critters. Yep, we got some critters. All right, so I will take this one now. And it says, when achieved, you may place up to 3 critters from your hand beneath this event. At the end of the game, I'll get 2 victory points for each critter beneath this event. Mm-hmm. So I'll throw a miner, a bard, and an undertaker critters beneath it. Okay, so we got that one done. Go ahead.
I'm going to pay 1 berry for the innkeeper. Okay. Courthouse. That would have been nice earlier.
I'll take... Actually, I'll go to the journey.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I'll go to the journey to pitch 5 cards and just take the 5-pointer spot. Empty hand. Which I had that before when I was trying to draw cards all those times.
Yeah. I think I just have to go for the 4 victory points because anything I play is not going to give me enough.
Can't play anything for free out of the meadow or your hand from using a. Do we see a minor mole? Do we see a what's this guy? I can't read that guy. Something toad.
Barge toad.
Barge toad. Do you have a barge toad you see around? Oh, you got a fairgrounds over here. Do you have this guy floating around somewhere?
Yeah, but I'm not putting that guy in play because he's -2. I have him.
Oh, I can't see what it is. I didn't know what it was. A fool. Yeah. Put a fool in there. No, I don't think you can play him in your own city. Cartographer's Expedition?
Oh, you probably have all 3 of these. I know, and I forgot about that too. I had, when I played that university, I could get that.
Bernardo's here. Greetings from Draco. Sightseeing in Kelper-Tennessee, the Godzilla of Earth. I don't know. Hey, okay. Bernardo, how's it going?
Hi. Okay, I am just going to, though, do the 4 points. I think that's better than the 1 point I might get from a thing. Go ahead.
I see.
Because I'm done.
Well, no, you're not done.
I'm not done.
You've done this action. Now it passes to me.
Yeah.
It comes back to you. If there's not something you can grab for free or whatever, or for a twig to play, you can't. You can play a card. What was it? Play a card.
Play a worker.
Worker you're out of. Or pass.
Yep.
Okay.
That's fine.
So I will.
I think you got me.
Okay. So I know I could use university to like blow something up, get some things going, but I don't want to cycle cards right now just in case you get something that comes up. So I will take the Path of Pilgrims. I have a monastery and a wanderer, and it gets me 3 points for each worker in your monastery. I don't have a monk. Is there a monk? Nope, I don't see a monk. Oh well. Still 3 points. Oh, and it's 2 extra points because of each special event. Now that I got the king, I actually care about these things. So I'll throw that guy there. Okay, back to you.
I pass.
You pass. You're done. You're done the game. All right.
Yep.
So now.
I am done.
Now.
Yeah.
All right. I'll take this special token because I was watching you like. There was one time when you put the crane out and you had a blue, and you had another dude that was blue, the innkeeper guy that you had here, and I was like, oh man.
I know, I forgot.
I try not to take those until my opponent can take them, because like you don't want to just waste it early in a section of a season and take one of these, and then your guy's sitting there on that when you could have like blocked them on something else.
Yeah. I was waiting, and then I was waiting to get another one of these, but I was going to use my queen, and then I totally forgot to even do it.
So I'll take this one. I definitely have 3 red thingies.
Yeah.
And then I will take this one for the sake of just, let's finish this. I think I have it. Tan wander thingy. Do I have another one? Or did I get rid of that? Oh, I got rid of it. It was I had the ruins that I was down here, and I was like, I'll take that first. But then I was like, crap, I had to blow it up because I want to play the king. Okay, so let's see. How can I use this last worker to get some cool stuff? I could blow up something and play something, but I don't see something to replace. The pigeon's worth nothing, so I can get him out of my city and play just something different. So I go to the university, or I just put this on the monastery. Oh yeah, that's probably good too. 4 victory points? That's probably better. So I'll put this on the monastery because it also gives me 3 victory points off this thing that's giving me nothing unless I put something there. So I'll give any 2 resources to an opponent. Oh, but you're already passed. So they will just go to the discard pile. And I will then, or they'll just get discarded, and I'll gain 4 victory points.
Munchop says, Rob, postal pigeon.
I kept calling him this guy, but yeah, I should blow him out with the university to get rid. Oh! No, Postal Pigeon is one of those. I did have it. Did I? Yeah, the Wanderer.
Oh.
This, and this. Yeah, he's right. I thought I had the ruins. I thought maybe Yeah, I don't know why I missed him, I guess.
Because he looks like a critter.
But that would only be 3 victory points for that, plus 1 for the king, when I should do it on the monastery, because this gives me 3 plus the 4. That's where the 7-point play there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the better one.
Well, I don't think you needed 7 points to beat me, but you got it, I think.
All right. So that's that. Okay. So let's do some victory point totaling. All right. So we'll do yours first. Your base points for your cards. All the little yellow victory points on each one of your cards.
All right. 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 20, 23, 24, 26, 28.
28. All right. Plus your point tokens.
3.
No, point tokens.
Oh.
These things.
Oh, 1.
1, that's fine. I usually don't get any in games, so it's not a big one. Prosperity card bonus points.
So that's like the
so
purples?
I need purples. Yeah, I need the text on purples.
1 for each common construction. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
4. Okay, that's 4. Okay, and then journey points down here. You have 4. And events, which
3.
you have 3. So you have 40 points exactly. Okay.
Okay.
So myself, locations. So 4, 6, 10, 14, 15, 19, 20, 22, 23, 25, 29, 30, 32.
And this guy?
33. Damn wanderer. All right. And then point tokens, 5. Prosperity card bonus points, the palace, unique constructions, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a 4 plus. Is there any other purples?
Your king.
King, yes. Sorry, 1 point for each basic event I achieved. 2, so that's 2 points. Then 2 for every special event. So that is 6 total.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 6. Okay, then what is next? The journey points of 5.
Oh, you didn't do your husband-wife either.
Oh, yeah, sorry. The wife hiding under the husband. She's 3 because she's paired.
Okay.
Plus 3. Oh, no. What did I do? I misclicked something. All right. Well, yeah, I definitely messed up.
Okay, that's okay. Fine. Start again. I think you had 37 after you counted.
37 after.
Or no, 33 after you.
I don't remember. All right. 5, 6, 10, 14, 15, 19, 20, 23, 25, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33.
33, yeah, okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
33. I misclicked and it like stopped adding. Point tokens are 5.
Yep.
Plus, and then prosperity card bonus points. It was 4 off this.
Yep, 4 off that one.
4, and then the 3 off the wife.
And then 6 off the king.
9.
13.
13. Plus journey points of 5. And events. So this one, 6 points for having 3 critters underneath.
Okay.
Plus 3 is 9, 12, 15. Oops. 71. Boom. I think it's my high
Whoa.
score.
That's
Nice.
smoked.
Yeah. That's why I didn't get to go first. I'm not humble. It's humble goes first. But I won. I'm so good. Yeah, no, I'm just joking. But yeah, I started off really different. I tried that whole thing I told you about earlier. Earlier today I was teaching Mel, and I sat there looking. I'm like, it's hard that first season. I don't know what to do. You only have like 2 workers. You have no resources. Like, what do you do there? Like, build a farm and just pass? Like, or just like maybe get a clock tower down if you're lucky?
Oh my god. That's the first card you discarded? Did you discard more than one?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I counted journey points. Mel counted journey points too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna go this way. See how close I was.
Looking for the other wife?
Yeah, I'm just curious. Like, how far would I have had to even dig?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, well, that's quite
Not
a ways.
far.
It's quite a waste of time. Just if you're not doing it on purpose.
I purposely wasn't taking cards on there because there's a lot of junk, and I'm like, I know there's this whole thing. You buy it out, and then a new thing comes, and you grab it.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing in this game. I hate that in games so much, but it's part of the fun. But yeah, I tried that different thing of on the starting turn of looking at your hand, picking a couple cards, and the fact we had this was super helpful. So what I did, I was like, oh, well, with this, you didn't take it. Then I was like, okay. I'll dump cards to just keep the couple I want to work on to get down fast. Mm-hmm. I fill my hand up off this, and then I just drop my second worker here to get all the resources by dumping all the rest of those cards. And that's where the wife had to be cut. I was like, I didn't care. But eventually later I drew into another wife, and I was like, oh, after I got 2 farms, I was like, this is going to work out good. But I tried the whole courthouse thing because I like the blue cards. If I can get a couple blue cards down early, that's my favorite play in this game. Is to just keep playing a card, getting cards, playing a card, getting a berry, playing a card, getting a twig, playing a card, like getting a couple things every time you put a card down feels very satisfying.
For sure.
The little tiny engines that are built off of blue cards are my favorite. They might not always work out completely. I may play them in the wrong order where I don't get to play stuff for free, which I probably should do more often. But yeah, they're my favorite. Like Clock Tower, I love getting that early. That's one if I see it early in the game. No matter what else in my hand, I dump it all here and then get that out as fast as possible first turn. Mm-hmm. So that way I can do the whole toss, and then I may spend 1 to activate 1 basic or forest location where you have worker deployed. So then you get more resources right off that when I end the season. Plus I trigger any greens if I have a green even then. Not usually, but yeah, then the next time same thing, and you just like I'll purposely put it on one of these, and you get to trigger like one of these over again or one of these over again. It's very nice. I like those early game engine cards.
Yeah.
Everdell, Ryan, how's it going? Yeah. So that's Everdell 2-player. So fun. I like it. What do you think now? I've only played it twice, but what do you think?
I like it. Very different than the first game that we played. Like these little location cards really change up the whole game and your whole strategy.
Plus the deck, the way things come up. What's in the meadow? What's in your hand to start?
Yeah, the first time we played, we did not see, I think maybe only one actual, what are these? The red cards?
Whatever the red artifacts
or whatever you call them. We only saw one between both of us, so it was very different. Much more like critter heavy, I guess you would say. So very different.
So Munshop's asking, a lot of people make suggestions of games you should get. Out of the games that have been suggested and you have gotten, were they worth it? Every single one.
Yes.
Because there's 2 layers to it. If someone suggests a game to me one time and I've never heard of it, I'll look at it. Mm-hmm. And if I look at it and read about it on Board Game Geek, watch a playthrough of it or read about it or something, and it's not really something that's like highly rated, popular, that I don't think my audience would be interested in, it doesn't fit the caliber of what I'm looking for, I'll just stop there. I don't even look more into it. I won't look more into it. I won't waste my time because you can only get so many games. There's way too many games to pick from. But then if people keep recommending games a lot, like we see, like sometimes Mel will be like, did you notice in the chat today 2 people brought up this game, and then also last week they said this and that, and like I'm jotting down, or I'll be saying like, yeah, a lot of people keep bringing up Everdell every time we play whatever. And I'm like, damn, and it's already been on my wish list. So if a game's already on my wish list and I just keep passing it because it gets like bumped down the priority list, every time you guys recommend a game that's already on my wish list, I'm like, all right, it's justified. Mel, look at this. I got to get it. Because like I've always wanted it already. Now they're asking for it. That's two reasons to get it. But I do not get anything until I've looked into it first. Because from the beginning, Rob's gaming table is what Rob wants on his table. I never really want to be one of those channels that just takes any piece of junk game that any publisher will mail to me and make videos of it and reviews of it and all that stuff. And I try to just show you what I love to play on my table. And even a game, if I got a game that was recommended to me and it was pretty junky or whatever, or I just wasn't having fun with it, I won't spend the time to make a video out of it. So if you've seen that we've played it on the channel, I've already probably played it and love it. Otherwise, I wouldn't even take the time. I would just be like, okay, that's fun. And then I would probably give it away to one of my buddies or something, or someone else, like if that was the case. But so far, everything like you guys recommend games to me or vote on games, I will look into them first. And usually I won't even put a game on a poll unless like I think it's something that will fit. And I usually do my research. I've been doing it for like 8 years, usually looking into games, and I'll kind of know based on what I've played. But there have been games that have been recommended that I thought I probably wouldn't like, and I can't think of what those are. Well, Wingspan, actually. The first time I saw Wingspan, I was like, no thanks. That's like, look, it's got birds on the cover. It's like, it's probably made for like newbies, you know? It's a newbie game. It is newbie friendly, but it's deeper than I thought it was.
Yeah, there's strategy there.
Yeah, big time strategy. What else? There's other games. Yeah, a lot of games surprise me too, but a lot of games, I haven't had many that I get disappointed. Usually they surprise me, and they usually are better than I anticipated. But yeah, no, it's true, Mutton Chop. That's the way I look at it, is like I try to filter. I just don't. Yeah, I've said no to publishers that have like offered me games. I do my research on those too, and I won't take a game if it's not. Some publishers have sent me games inside of boxes when I haven't asked for them. When they've said like, oh, I'll ask for a game, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna throw in this game and that game in the shipment, or they don't say anything and it just shows up. I'll take it, but I always tell them, if you put stuff in there, there's no guarantee I play it on my channel at all. Like, I will not give it the time. If you didn't put the time into your game, I'm not going to put the time into your game. That's how I look at it. I'm trying to be different than other channels, so that's just the way I do it. So it's all I can really do, right? To be different is like try to do things how I want to do them. So that's why you see I get the comment a lot, and it makes me feel good, and Mel says it too. When we see comments going, I get messages on the side too, and private chats and all this stuff like, damn you, Rob, for playing such and such game. Or damn you, Mel and Rob, for playing this game. Or I wish you didn't play that game because now I bought it. Or I just got it in because you started playing this game. Or I found an old playthrough of you playing this and I had to buy it. So when I hear that people are buying games because of what I'm doing here, I feel good about it, because obviously I did a good job of showing you the game, and if your tastes are like mine, hopefully it clicks. Because I'll watch reviewers, and if a reviewer says things about a game that I already have, like I'll watch reviews for games I already own and I've played 100 times, because that's how I test a reviewer. If I'm going to respect their opinion, I want to see what they say about a game. And you can tell if I can easily tell if somebody's played a game once or less than once.
Yeah.
Or half a game or a round, or their buddy told them about a game and they put a review up. There are reviewers you can tell that play a game one time with the rules incorrectly, and they'll do a full 20-minute review rambling about the game, but you can tell they didn't actually play it more than one time.
Or they didn't even finish it.
Or they didn't finish it.
You can tell that too.
And they're ripping the game apart, or they're just fluffing stuff or saying wrong rules. I try to be different than that, so that's another thing I try to do. But yeah, I won't spend the time putting the game on the channel unless I feel it's like of a certain quality, or like there's something about it that I want to show why I like it.
But then that makes sense. People are buying, like you said, people are telling us they're buying games.
Yeah, sorry,
so
that's what...
You're not just going to start playing all these kid games on here, or, whatever.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Why I like when people say they bought games that we've played or whatever, because then it's showing them that they obviously like some of the games I'm playing. Mm-hmm. So when I show another game, like Matouj is one who comes in and he was all, Spirit Island sucks. Why? Don't get Spirit Island. Spirit Island's trash. I get it. I love it. And then I start playing it, and he started getting mad that I'm playing on the channel. Just joking around, though. But now he's to the point he owns it, and he's playing it.
Yeah, you've converted.
Because I showed him that, like, don't judge a game by its cover. Like, let me show you why Spirit Island's good. Yeah. And if at that point you don't like it, then we don't have 100% the same taste. Because I've only played so many board games, and I've picked and chose certain ones based on box art covers, based on IP, based on theme, based on designer, based on publisher.
Based on friend count, like how many people we get to...
Based on what my friends like to play, based on what people on my channel love to watch. There's so many things that go into me picking a game, not just somebody saying, hey, Rob, you should check out this game. I'll check it out. But it's got to pass through like all these other filters before I even think of putting it on the table. In 99% of the cases. 99% of the cases. Yeah. But yeah. Let's see, Jan is saying something. Yes, that's why I have too many bones. I saw the Kickstarter that year and passed, so I didn't even know about it. And now I have it all with Splice and Dice on the way.
Oh, yes! That's awesome.
Yes. It's so worth. Too many bones is so good. And as long as like it's good for you. Like it's good for me. I love it. But that's why I say to people come in and they ask, they go, Rob, Too Many Bones. Should I buy it all or Cloudspire? Should I get it all or should I get Cloudspire? And I say, I'm just showing you why I like it and how it plays and stuff. But I will never tell you, yes, buy something, especially when it's over like $100 just for the base. plus mad shipping. Because you get a game like that, and if it's there's games I know that just collect dust on people's shelves. You just can't get them to the table. And if you can't get through the barrier of certain games, either complexity, poor rule books, like complex mechanics, like I just said, you just don't like playing with poker chips or miniatures or standees or something in a game, or the theme doesn't match for you, I can never say I don't know what your tastes are 100%. I can never say, yes, buy this game. Because maybe it's a game that's not as good unless you have 4 people, and that's why I love it. Mm-hmm. Like I put Game of Thrones, the board game, on my top 10 list because I love it. But I love it because I've played it so many times at the full player count. Even with the expansions that are 6 players needed or 4 players needed, I've played them all multiple times. I played that game at every single player count, 3 to 6, with all the expansions, all different player counts, using all the modules for that game, and I love it. I love that freaking game so much. But people will go like, "What the hell? Like, why do you like that game? I played it and it sucks." Because maybe you played it at 3 players and it sucks at 3 players.
Very different game, yeah.
Yeah, very different game.
Yeah.
But there's all these kind of things that could go into the fact. So I can never say like, buy this game because it's so amazing. So I can never say that for sure.
Yeah.
But if I knew your tastes and I knew exactly the games you wanted, then it's like I can maybe help you recommend stuff, but it's tough.
But that's also why you don't really do reviews per se.
Yeah.
We just do like our thoughts on the game.
There's too many channels doing reviews. There's too many channels doing reviews. When I got into it, I said, I can find reviews on every game, but I can't find anyone showing me how the damn game plays truly. I don't want to see someone just throw the components on a table and kind of run through a quarter of the rules going, yeah, you play cards in this game and you collect resources. Yeah, I give it a 7 out of 10. No, I don't want your review. I wanted to watch people playing through games, and the problem when I first got into tabletop gaming, there wasn't a lot of channels doing playthroughs. Even when I started my YouTube channel, and that was one thing I said, damn, people need more of this. I'm trying to look for playthroughs of like card games I want to try or see. Even in the LCG world, I want to see more LCG playthroughs at the time, and there wasn't enough of them. For like Game of Thrones, a card game, and what was the other one? Lord of the Rings, a card game. Mm-hmm. There was like no playthroughs of any of these kind of games, and no playthroughs of other hardcore games I was looking for. So I said, well, damn this. I'm going to start making my own damn playthroughs. Mel, give me a camera. Let's do this. And it was so ghetto, but I said, let's start. And we just started. And I tried to do it because I said, I'm going to fill that niche of like getting the hardcore games I think are awesome that not enough people are playing, and I'm going to make video playthroughs of them. And that's why I said, I'm not going to do reviews. Everyone does reviews. You can come see my thoughts in the video. I will tell you. Now that I do it live all the time, you can come in the chat and you can just ask me, like, do you like this game? Give me a score out of 10. Say, ask me whatever. I'll tell you. Like, I'll tell you what I think about it, good and bad. I don't care.
Is it also a gauge based on how many times it's on the channel?
Yeah, that's another thing. Like that's another thing, you know. If you see me spending the time to make videos, especially videos that don't get many views and I'm still playing the game, then you know, like, I love that game. And at that point, it's Rob's Gaming Table. I just don't even care about the views and stuff. So it's like...
You just want to play what you want to play.
Oh, got 2 likes? I still want to play it. I'll still make a video. So that's also my rating scale. If you can go find a playlist of a game and there's a whole bunch of episodes, I love the game, obviously. That's another thing. If I played the game once and never came back on the channel, it could be because...
Well, there's probably multiple reasons.
There are games like, say, Everdell, for example. I'll play it 2-3 times on the channel maybe, and I feel like I've shown enough of it off. But I'll still play the crap out of it off the channel.
And it might come back when we can have more people.
That's the other thing. Right? That's the other thing. Games I really want to show off, I want to play them at all different player counts on the channel too. I like showing that off, especially games that play completely different in solo versus co-op versus like big player counts or whatever, competitive and that kind of stuff. I will purposely try to make multiple videos showing those scenarios and put them all in a playlist so people get the idea of like, how does the game play at 4? How does the game play at 1 or 2? Like, I like to show that off. Mm-hmm. But right now, we're not going to get a 4-player Everdell anytime soon.
No.
Damn pandemic.
Yeah.
Not the game. But yeah. Let me just see, make sure. But yeah, so if you guys have any other questions, let me know. But otherwise, we're going to wrap it up here in a minute.
I just had Ryan's comment there. That's what my buddy said about this. He told me that he's never interested in playing Everdell. I made him play. Now tomorrow, I think we're playing it on Tabletop Simulator via...
By his suggestion.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yep. Everdell is something that maybe... No, when I saw Everdell, I was already at the point where I was like, I will not judge games by their cover, really. So now I'm more like, look for mechanics, designers, quality. There's a whole bunch of other things that go into it. popularity, reviews, like ratings on Board Game Geek. So I learned in the IT world, you don't want to be the one beta testing software. Like if you work at a corporation, you don't want to be the first one downloading the Windows updates or trying out the new Windows version or putting new Windows Server versions on all your servers before it's fully been out there for a while. You don't want to be the first one to experience all the bugs and the problems. So I like in the board game industry in the last couple of years, I've gotten in the habit of let a game be out for a bit. If it's still popular after a year or two, it will probably have multiple print runs and revisions. It'll have updated rule books. It'll have corrected print runs, better quality control. It'll be more easily to grab. More people will have it and want to watch me play through it because they'll know the rules. Also, people would have given reviews by that point, and maybe even expansions have come out by then. So I'm playing Everdell now. I'm a couple years late to the party, but I'm still having just as much fun playing it as if I would have when I got it 2 years ago. But maybe I would have had a rule book that had a whole bunch of errata in it. Maybe nobody would have cared about the game at the time. But now there's like a more install base for it. So it's like, this is how I look at it kind of too. I'm trying out. So I have no problem looking back to games that are a little bit older. If they're still popular, still having print runs going, and they're still rated highly on Board Game Geek, that's another thing that makes me interested in a game, and I'll take the time to look into it. Oh, sorry, Clean Sweep. I saw you ask that earlier. I'm so sorry. Suburbia Collector's Edition. I know that exists. I know it's a thing and had a Kickstarter. I know it was delivering recently. But we've had Suburbia for like 3 or 4 years now.
Yeah, we just have like the...
we have the base Suburbia, and we've only played it like 3 or 4 times. And it's never really come off the shelf in a while. So that's why I totally would pass on that right now. If we had players that would play it with us a lot, like Mel played it and loved it. I played it and liked it. We haven't shown it to our daughter yet, so that's another player we could probably rope in. But that is actually on a poll right now, Suburbia. No joke, this morning I put it on our Patreon poll for next Thursday night as one of the games to vote on to play. So if you're in our supporter tier or producer tier, you can vote on that over the next few days. And it's winning right now, I think, when I last looked. Oh, it's not anymore?
I think there's a tie.
Oh, no.
I think
when I first put it up, the first 8 votes, it was like
else.
Way in the lead.
Yeah, it was. But when I looked before coming down here, I think it's tied with something else.
Yeah, so next week on Thursday, we may be playing Suburbia if our Patreon backers vote and Suburbia wins. Out of 4 games, Castle Panic's on there. Ryan's going to go do it.
But you don't know what other one is the tie.
He'll know in a second. He'll
know, but he won't know till after he votes.
Actually, maybe I can bring it up here.
Yeah, he won't know till after he votes, and then I don't think you can change it, can you?
Oh, he doesn't see it till he clicks.
No,
right?
no, and I didn't say what it was tied with.
I think he can change it.
Okay, yeah, I didn't say it on purpose.
Oh, Clean Sweep got it, but no one to play with.
Aww. Well, maybe it'll win, and you can watch us play.
Because that game's better with more players, right? I don't know if that game has a solo mode. Oh, okay, hold on.
Are you showing it?
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I can bring it up here. So here's the poll. Which chill game should we play live next Thursday? So you can see this if you're in the medium to high tier or whatever. Yeah, Castle Panic is winning. That's what I voted for. I want to play Castle Panic. I haven't played it in a while. I love that game. But Guildhall's in there, Splendor and Suburbia. This is our whole, we just want to play a relaxing game on Thursday night, kind of like Everdell. We're trying to get older games out of our collection that we never made a video for or haven't played in a long time. We did play Castle Panic on stream before, long time ago. With older camera equipment and no sound equipment and anything.
Yes.
But I love Castle Panic with the Wizard's Tower expansion. Love that game. We have another expansion for it too. But if that one were to win, we would then learn the game. We pull it out this weekend probably or next week and play it. So I will... let me refresh if Ryan just voted.
But Gazumi said you can change after voting.
Yeah,
okay, so you can after
I can
you
change
see
it right now.
Okay.
It said, right? I think I can change it. Let me see. Yeah. So I just refreshed. So see, I can change my vote. So there's 15 votes. I think I can. Does it let me do it? Oh, I broke it or something. Yep.
Yeah,
it did.
there you go.
Yeah, Patreon website's
now it's tied
so
again.
Slow. So yeah, I can change my vote. So, but I usually just vote at the beginning and then I just leave it and then eventually. So there's 5 days. In 5 days, the voting will close. So if you're a Patreon backer, you're watching this later too, get in there and vote so you can help decide which game we'll play.
Yep.
And even if you can't watch us live during that stream, come back later and watch the archive if you want to. So there's a benefit for voting. And then for those that don't, I put, if you're curious about what a game is, I dropped the Board Game Geek link in here too, and also put a link to the stream. So if you're interested in the stream, you can jump on over and set a reminder. And I guess
Are we blocking it?
I could set a reminder. No, it's right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can set a reminder, then you'll get a notification. So once that poll closes, I'll change this stream thumbnail and the title and all that stuff to be whatever game we're playing. So when we try to mix it up, these are just games that are in our collection we love, we just haven't played in a while, or we never have played on the channel. So we figure Thursday nights, Mel likes to have a nice chill night at the end of the week, where we play something that's not that complicated, and maybe we'll pull it on a Wednesday night, we'll learn it, we'll practice it off camera, and then we'll play it and show it off and chat with you guys on Thursday night, just like we're doing right now. So Thursday night's like the chill stream night.
Yeah, not a complicated heavy roll game.
Yeah, Ryan, that's why you won't see sometimes, when you send me Wingspan and stuff, I'm already going to plan on playing that a whole bunch on the channel. I won't put that stuff in this poll, because this poll is meant for like more chill and older, not always older games, but just more chill games that just need to be played, and we want to play them, and they're more relaxed, smaller rule sets, smaller time play.
And more ones where we can just kind of
No
chat.
problem, Munchop. Have a great night. Thank you so much. But yeah, that's what we do. That's what some we're trying right now to do with our Patreon backers. So yeah. So a lot of these games we play on Thursday nights, just not this week because we had different polls going. But usually Thursday night's game we play is thanks to our Patreon backers picking between some set number of games that we've put in there to pick. But we also let them decide on other games we play too and stuff. And games we purchase. That helped us a lot. Because this War of Mine has been on my list for like a year, and I just never bought it. And then it won the poll last time. We were placing our monthly order, and we got it and had a freaking blast. I love that game. I wish I had it for so long.
And we already scheduled another
And now
play.
we're playing it on Sunday. I love that game. It's so good. So
he says,
good.
"What do you want to play this weekend?" I said, "I want to play that."
Yeah, she wanted to play that, so we got it. For Guildhall, Guildhall is just like a... It's like a set collection kind of game. A little bit of player take that in it, I think, if I remember correctly.
It's like a deck, like a card building. But there's a little more.
Yeah, you're like building sets with you, and like it's got the little bit of like engine building, I think, to it. Yeah, it's just a game I haven't played in a while, but I remember we liked it a lot.
Yeah, and we have expansions for it, I think.
Do we? No, I don't think so.
Oh, or maybe we got something.
Nope, I don't think we ever bought expansions for it because we played it a bunch when we first got it. And we got that one for free, actually, on my first Gen Con ever. I remember wandering around a Friday night in the gaming hall after the dealer hall closed. It's one of my most memorable moments. I love it at Gen Con. And I remember I was wandering around with our buddy Shamar, and I was with Shamar, and we were like, what do you want to do? He had something else. He was like, I'm going to go play. He played in a Smash Up tournament, and he'd never played Smash Up before. So he joined AG's Smash Up tournament or something like that, or some other tournament. And I went, no, he was playing King of Tokyo tournament or something weird. He was like, I'm going to go to this. I'm like, I don't want to do that. So I was like, I'm just going to wander around this gamer hall and go just see what's being played on tables in this ginormous gamer hall. And if everyone knows, this hall is busy all night with gaming, 24/7 during the whole convention. It's just like thousands of people crowded in this hall just playing. Tournaments are being run by companies. People are just playing on random tables. People are just passed out in the middle of the night on tables and stuff. It's crazy. But I remember just walking around, and then this guy from AEG was like, hey, you interested in anything we're about to do? I'm like, what are all these people in the red shirts doing here? Like, what do you have going on here? And the guy was like, we're just about to start our Friday night AEG big game night or something they call it. And it's every Friday night at Gen Con. You have to get an event ticket for it. They sell out in like seconds. But AEG has this big skid of these boxes. They're big boxes, have AEG logo on it, and inside is like expansions for their games. It's a blind box. You have no idea what's in there, but it's a bunch of their products. So it's like, could be expansions for their games, could be base games, could be booster packs for games, all a bunch of AEG product. I don't know if they still do this, but they did it for the first few Gen Cons I went to. And I remember the guy was like, yeah, we're doing this. And I had event tickets because I was a noob and bought tons of event tickets, didn't know
like the
generics. Yeah. I had a whole bunch of generics in my pocket. It's Friday night. I'm like, I don't know what to use these things for. And the guy's like, oh, well, here, let me give you a tip. Go line up over there, and we're going to make a line for people who have generics. But just stand right there. The lineup's not there yet, but you stand right here for just like 5 minutes. I'll make sure you're locked in and everything. And you could, no, not this one, Guildhall. Guildhall is made by AEG. And yeah, or at least it was. I don't know if it still is. But yeah, so I got in line, and the guy signed me up, and he says, yeah, all you have to do is demo some games. It's going on for like 3 hours or so. It goes from like 9 till midnight or 10 till 1 in the morning or something like that. And at the end, when you're done playing, and they have all these people in red shirts, all these volunteers, up and down, so many rows of tables. And on each row, they'll have like all of their new game that are shown off, and then game B, and then game C on the next row. And you could just hop from table to table, get demoed each game and play. And I was playing with people from Ireland. In one game I played with these guys from Ireland who were wasted. Like red eyes, barely open. They're playing these games. They're trying to learn. I don't remember the game, but I'm trying to pay attention to learn this game they're playing. And these guys are just making jokes. I just kept laughing the whole time. I don't even remember the game. I just remember the guys. It was so funny. And then when I was done playing with them, I went and moved on to another game. But after I played like 3 or 4 games, a couple hours, I was like, okay, you go, you check out, and they give you this big box. They go, here you go. Thanks for joining.
It's like a swag box.
A big swag box. Here you go. So in that box was Guildhall. All the other stuff I sold. I went to my weekly board game group I used to go to when I worked in a different city, and I just brought the box, and all these people were way bigger into board game collecting than I was, and they were just like giving me cash for all these different expansions and games that they wanted, and I kept Guildhall, and Guildhall was fun, and that's why I have it. So it's a memory, and I'll probably always keep that game just because it's a memory of that experience I had at Gen Con where I went from I don't know what I'm doing, let's go home soon, to like, whoa, this is a thing that happens here? And it was just super fun. Like, it was just volunteers demoing games all night, like after the dealer hall was closed. So it was like something to give me to do, and I got to experience all these different games and had some fun experiences meeting some new people from all around the world. And yeah, then I got a big swag box out of it. And it was definitely worth more than the 20-something bucks that the ticket was worth for generics. Maybe it was even less than that. But yeah, I definitely sold a bunch of stuff to pay for more than that box, that ticket, and got a game out of it that I kept too. So
yeah,
I forget what it's called. It's like a Friday night AEG big box event, but that was super fun. I just was like, yeah, I think I signed up for the next year too, but I don't know if I went. I may have just refunded my tickets after because then I found something else to do on Friday that distracted me. But clean sweep, PAX Unplug is something I want to do this year, assuming it doesn't get canceled like some of the other conventions. But of course, it's later in the year in November.
I was going to say, that's November,
but it is
right?
the same distance for us as it is to Origins or Gen Con. So PAX Unplug is something I always wanted to do the last 2 years. But it just like, I know it's growing, but it's still a smaller convention in my mind. There wasn't many publishers there and launching new stuff. But after Frosthaven got announced at the last one, now it's like, okay, PAX Unplugged is now a real board game convention people are taking serious, and I would definitely make the drive for that.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
I should be there this year. I'm talking with publishers about working at their booths to help offset costs so I don't have to like use my own funds or stuff. You did it last December, yeah? Yeah, PAX Unplugged seems super cool. Oh, man.
And at PAX Unplugged, do they have like an open gaming area too?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it's growing. Every year it's getting bigger. There's tournaments there. There's all this stuff there. Lots of things that have. And you're so tired, I'm sure.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, all those
my gosh.
And PAX Unplugged's only 3 days, isn't it? Buell says he prefers PAX West. It is.
Like
30 miles from you. Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
No, all these conventions we drive
Where's
to.
PAX West?
I'm assuming in Seattle, right?
Oh, okay.
Is PAX West in Seattle or is it in California? Or is it in Vegas? Is it in Vegas, maybe?
Where's PAX Unplugged?
PAX Unplugged in
Philly?
Philadelphia.
Okay.
Oh, it's in Seattle. Okay.
Seattle, okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't know how far that is from us, but probably quite the drive.
Like a 6 to 7 hour flight.
Okay.
That I know. But I don't think you drive that. It's like, it'd be like a 24-hour plus trip or more, way more.
Yeah.
My grandparents used to drive from Ontario, and they'd go through the States to then go to Vancouver on the far west coast. But they would take days to do that. Linwood, Washington, 30 miles north of Seattle.
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we're in southern Ontario, so it's like literally 7.5 to 8-ish hours to Philadelphia, 7.5 to 8-ish hours to Columbus, Ohio for Origins, 7.5 to 8-ish hours to Indianapolis, Indiana for Gen Con. So that's why we just focus on those 3. Those 2, but soon to be 3, I hope. Mine, Philly near Market East. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, other side of the continent. Oh, Buell. I'm sorry about our earlier streams. I apologize for streaming at noon. I guess that's 9 a.m. for you. It's not that bad, but yeah, I'm sorry. You need 3 days. Yeah, I find that with Gen Con, it's like 4.5 days of a convention, and I wish I had 6
Well,
or
how
7.
how much is PAX Unplugged?
It's growing, so you can't judge it. So even last year, he's saying he needed 3 days to see everything. So
Oh, but how many days is the convention?
only 3 days.
Oh, only 3 days. Okay. Sorry.
But it's going to keep growing. So he thinks there's a lot now. Then he's going to go next year and be even more stuff to see and do. It'll be even bigger, and then it just gets harder and harder to do everything.
I watch at work so I can ignore everyone else at work. Oh, that's awesome. I think, if I remember, Buell works in tech.
I think so.
I
can't remember. I forget sometimes.
Might be I don't want to say the one where I think it is, but I couldn't do it in one. No, 1 day is a lot. And is it condensed hours too, like Gen Con and Origins, where it's like 10 to 6 or something like?
I don't think PAX Unplugged is like a 24-hour gaming area right now. Most conventions don't get that until like they grow big enough, but it might have it now. I don't think it did the first year though, but I could be wrong. I could totally be wrong.
Okay, well that would be a fun experience to go to.
It's technically an electronics technician with an aerospace company, but not for Boeing. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Interesting. Pay for 2 and get 3rd for free. Okay.
What are you streaming next week during the day? Janet, that's the question. That's the question.
Monday is a holiday for us.
Yeah, Monday it doesn't count because we're going to be playing probably Aeon's End, continuing the Aeon's End we're starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of, I'm leaning either, there's a couple of things I want to do. There is either jump back into 7th Continent and do another curse.
Okay.
And just play that for 2 to 4 days straight, depending on how long it takes. I don't know how long it'll take. I don't know how long I'll stream each day.
Okay.
And that was kind of fun to do this week. I had more fun doing that than I thought I would. Then there's also just doing sporadic games where Terraforming Mars, I just learned that today. I want to do that on the channel soon. With solo playthrough of Terraforming Mars one day. Sagrada Digital, I played that once already. I had fun doing it, but I want to re-look at the Sagrada rules. I like Sagrada, but I've only played it once. So now I'm playing the digital. I want to make sure I get a couple more plays out of it. But I might play that. And I don't know. It'd just be Scythe solo. Some other random solo games, I think. There's some ones that I've been wanting to play and learn. But it would just be that kind of week where I just get in a bunch of random stuff. Or I might just go all in 7th Continent. But I don't want to make the call yet until I see how we feel on like Sunday. Yeah, Terraforming Mars, I haven't played yet, but it looks like exactly like a kind of game I want to play. It doesn't look like a game I want, period. But the gameplay of it looks good.
Is that like Wing Wing 7th Continent?
Yeah, what's that? It's a 2 stars there. Two asterisks 7th Continent.
Janet can give some influence. That's okay.
Clean Sweep says the PAX Unplugged booth closed by 6. That's the same as at Gen Con, same as at Origins. And 3 levels to the building. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, all the other conventions we go to is like basically 1 level is mainly. Gen Con has a 2nd level, but it's not much up there really. But then there's hotels, and those have 2 levels.
True.
Oh, 7th Continent. That's what you're catching up on this weekend. I see.
Okay. Well, this weekend we will be streaming all weekend as well, just to add some more to your watch list.
But you don't have to watch it all live. That's the thing.
I know, but
people are always like, "I missed you live."
You might want to watch it live.
That's true. Watching it live is fun, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But if it depends on if it's the games that you like, I guess. That's funny.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Janet, so much. Oh. But yeah, so I'm not sure yet. Stay tuned. I'll schedule some streams probably on Sunday or Monday for the week once I decide what I'm going to do. But maybe I don't know. Maybe we're done our Aeon's End playthrough of the expedition, and maybe I want to try it out solo and play one of the villains or the Nemesis guys or whatever that we play. And I'm like, oh, I want to play this again solo. Or I want to try this other Breach Mage and I want to play it solo. Oh, you're on the West Coast, so I could do my catch-up. Oh, yes, that's true.
Okay.
That's true. That makes sense.
So she could watch us live all day and then catch up on old stuff in the night.
Yeah, that's true.
No, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Oh, no.
It's a lot of us. You don't want to see that much of us.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We're going to wrap it up there. Thank you all. I appreciate all the questions. Appreciate all the chatting. But yeah, thank you so much. Stay safe. Have a good evening. And if you have any comments, you're watching this later, leave them down below and let me know your thoughts on Everdell. And we'll definitely have it on the channel again. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye.